Apparently, Playboy has entered the top 10 charts, US iTunes charts.
Oh, he also has one of the highest first day plays on Spotify for a Nigerian album. That is. So yeah, looks like big things are happening for it. What do you think of the album entirely, though?
What do I think about the album? A great question. As you can see, I've prepared notes to go into a
Judge's bias is not shining at all. Oh.
intrinsic.
It's
Hey,
not shining at all.
I
Oh.
listened.
All the times when we listen to that we yarn about race and races, yarn about
I had mental notes
love,
now.
mental notes, but now we have physical.
Well,
yeah,
let me say
I'll
this.
say less.
Let me say
go
this.
go right ahead, Djaji Prime.
Let me say this. This weekend, I actually tried to listen to a lot of albums. I, of course, as we know, re-listened to Omale's album during the week. So I had a little bit more time. I dedicated more time, and I wrote a little note, just because this album is highly contentious in this house.
I actually think that I did not listen to this album as many times. Like I just started listening like a couple days.
The early bird gets the worm, as they said.
I beg.
Kudos to me for being prepared.
So now I cannot play, the devil's advocate. I would have very much loved to.
You would be coming from an uninformed place.
Yeah,
you're welcome to play devil's advocate. I love Bandana. I don't know if I've said that enough. I really love.
Yeah, we heard you the first 5 million times.
It's a very inspirational song. Does something to me at least that gets me going.
I fuck with Bandana.
Shout out to Asake.
There's a lot of people that don't see the vision of Bandana, but I fuck with it. And I think on an album, and having it as a second track, that might do something.
Definitely. I think it will help, with retention. So you complained that after Bandana, you have Ashawo, and then after Ashawo,
Playboy.
I think it sticks with the whole theme. I think that you were telling me something that Playboy is not just about the Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, so according to Fireboy, the significance of the album, or the title of the album for him, is that for the most part of his musical career since he hit the limelight, he has been very serious, and he's had like a very serious approach to his music. But Playboy is him, taking like a chill. A chill position and just like reclining and just allowing himself enjoy the things that come with his stardom, and you can see it actually even in like the arrangements, the themes, and just how he feels.
So breezing through quickly, Ashawo, I think it's, I dare say, a progressive whole anthem. Him saying, if he cheats,
if you cheat on,
I'm sorry, and his babe can cheat on him, and no worries.
I
don't know how well that plays out in real life.
I'm with it, because how, if you've ever had that moment where you think about how there's a song for everything, or for like every issue or concept, there's a song for everything, pretty much. And maybe before, like where we are now, like Nigerian music, it seemed like we used to sing about the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
But I'm really living for how now there's so many POVs and there's so many angles, and we're exploring that. And Ashawo is a good example. It's like, it could just seem very frivolous and just very just very unprincipled, but at the same time it is a lot of people's realities, and having a song about it, I'm with it. I'm very much for it.
Is there something in the water? Because it sounds like a similar messaging with Ruga's girlfriend as well.
Ashawo rising.
Ashawo season, right? I guess everybody is in their whole phases.
Street is an entire movement at this point.
Does this mark a difference? Like, Nigeria is a very conservative society. Does this mark like a change?
Yeah, I think so. And I think like, it shows that the conversation has gone past from being in like a you and your friends thing, moving to social media, and now we're now documenting, even like it's like documenting the zeitgeist in music.
You've been using this zeitgeist word a lot. Someone has been watching a lot of Kanye. You watch that Kanye documentary?
No, I did not.
Someone's been listening
Some
to
niggas
Kanye.
just be knowing words.
But yeah, Ashawo, of course, Playboy. We've been there, talked about Playboy.
Yeah, and another criticism for me is, you see how some people say that when Burna released Love Damini, Kilometer was amped up to sound better and to, feel more at home in the album. I don't hear it, but people heard it.
No,
Like
it's the more instrument, live band, all of
so
that.
you see,
I
that
heard
could
it,
have
Sha.
been done to, refresh
Not
or
everybody has to do that. There's a specific. And to your point, there is this a song on this album that is very reminiscent of that live feel, which we're going to talk about.
I'm not saying
Afro High
to
Life.
do like a live music thing. I'm just saying do whatever, but
Why
just
does
like
he have to? You're the same person that's complaining that he put the song and the remix on the same album.
So what I'm saying is that Playboy is just at this point it felt repetitive, but you could
the
literally
single just came out. It's not that old a single.
But
it's not the oldest.
We're coming
single
from track 1, the intro, then we get into Bandana, which we know, then Ashawo, then Playboy, which we know, which is what I'm saying. It just felt quite repetitive. For like this is the first arc, and we have 2 songs that we already know. So maybe spice it up a bit, do something to the instrumentals, make it feel more alive. Refresh it, something.
I don't necessarily
put some powder on it.
I get your point about it being familiar, but Bandana and Playboy are more recent singles. They're not old singles. Much in the way that we did critique Soundgasm being next to Calm Down. Soundgasm was a bit older, and it was a bit, but I still feel you. I still see your points, kind of starting the album out with songs that we're familiar with. I think that's not that bad. And he did split it by having Ashawo in the middle. After Playboy, we have Adore You. This is where I start having problems with the album. I don't think that songs like this reveal like Fireboy still, his songwriting still is like, I'm trying to fill holes. As I get to the hook is lovely. Verse not as strong, and the feature as well. I don't know why or who A&R'd a Euro song on a very big superstars album in the person of Fireboy in 2022.
I actually don't really have any.
But Euro was a misplaced feature. This was a miss for me, a very big miss.
Yeah, I don't have any reservations right now about it. But when you say we're an I don't remember the Empire niggas just be going off and doing whatever, because we literally have like a Peru mix that has 21 Savage and Blake Stan. You're just like, what the
Blast.
Why? I don't know how it's pronounced.
It's Blast.
Okay, Blast.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what happened here?
I mean, it's a good thing he didn't put that remix on the album.
God, that would have been a big miss. So, I mean, I guess from the stables of Empire Music that gave us that Peru remix, we have the
should have been left on the
collaboration. I agree with, but I actually have nothing against Adore. Just that I've not ingested this album enough to really have very strong opinions about it. Past maybe the first 4 songs.
The album picks up again with Sofri. I think this is like an undeniable jam.
I like Sofri.
Even the Fireboy haters, say, they like the song. I like the song. I think it's really dope. Then we have another international feature. This time,
Djaji, when you finish doing your book thing, I should have a speak, because
I hope you know the producers of this album, because
I heard Zakamude on. I think Zakamude did Afro High Life. Just go to his where he posted the track list.
You're too late.
Wow, you're so fast.
Let's like I said, let's quickly run through the producers so far. So Change was produced by Exquise. Bandana with Asake, of course, produced by P Prime. Ashawo was produced by Tells. Playboy was Bizoch. I've never heard this producer before.
I think that's Bizouch. It's Bizouch.
Oh, okay. Adore was produced by P Prime. Sofri, Blaze Beats. That's interesting. Then we have Diana. Diana was produced by Phantom, and it features Chris Brown.
What's
and
funny about
Shensia.
Diana is before the album dropped, someone on my tier was saying something about how do you know this influencer? She's no longer 18. But Diana Energy, saying that she thinks they're in a relationship. She was also the person in Do.WavNG, and if she was rumored to be in a relationship with Rema. And if that's a thing, I guess we just see like a trope of like popular influencers having things with musicians, the young musicians, because it was also the same way, Djaji's favorite toxic singer, Ruga, was said to have a thing with this other influencer, Susan Pajok.
I don't think I think they're a thing now. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, she
They're
said
actually
that he's his best friend. So what?
Anyway, back to the song, Diana. I think it's very interesting that you bring up that point about Kenya, because the moment I heard this, I'm like, this guy is trying to pander to maybe Eastern, Southern Africa. It opens with that. Let's make generic African sounds to appeal to a section of Africa. Here we go. This song falls flat for me.
I can't really remember what I heard.
think we talked about Chris Brown on, was it Rema's album last?
Yeah, and he was like
that he was very, like I was saying, someone wrote it, whoever gave him the reference for that did it very well. Chris Brown, please stop speaking pidgin. It's okay. We get it. You like Nigeria. Great. We love you too. But there's a reason why even me, I don't even speak pidgin.
But it's business. Much. It's business. These people are clearly approaching with a bag, and he's not going to turn it down.
It sounds dead. We don't need. If I'm getting a Chris Brown feature, I'm getting it because I want Chris Brown on it. So I don't want Chris Brown to come and sound like
tired.
He just spent 2 weeks in Oshodi to come and like start yanning me in pitching or some shit like that. Like, I don't need that. Yeah, at least if you're going to do it, do it well. And this is an example.
I don't think he's tired. He has become the Afrobeats phone a friend. Like, oh yeah, we want an American, or we want like a
cool.
We want an American person on this thing. So it's like, yeah, for the friend, Chris Brown. No, they should let him rest. Pidgin. They should even let him rest, because now we have Chris Brown Lojay, we have Chris Brown Rema, we have Chris Brown Wizkid, we have Chris Brown Davido, we have
it was Wizkid.
The list has now become endless, and it's now back to back to back to back.
No, but Chris Brown's an OG. Shout out to
There's
him.
no more element of surprise. It's no longer. I think it has, it's now failed to evoke any emotions or any excitement. Okay. So they should let it breathe.
I will say, of course, shout out to Shensia. I think she was the only one that really came correct on this song.
Off the track list, I was excited to see her.
But the hook is switch. I like that, Diana. I think that's very catchy.
So who knows? Maybe this could be like an ode to Diana energy.
Diana's out there are lethal. That's all I can say about my experience with Diana.
Okay.
Very lethal, babe. But shout out to Diana.
Not the wave turning to the love wave.
Compromise.
Remy boy in the building. My God, so they disappoint. It was good.
I'm going to say this. This is probably going to be the one time that I'm going to be a huge raver.
We don't need you, Djaji Prime. Please, rave from outside the building.
Anytime.
Text and go black.
Anytime you put Rema and Fireboy in the same room,
another
Rema
banger.
Is going to outshine Fireboy. I'm sorry to say it, but that's
my
been the trend.
Afro-rave king.
In the Playboy video, Rema looked so much more at home than Fireboy did. And now on this song, it felt like Fireboy was literally
on a Rema song,
filling spaces to get to Rema's verse. Rema was more captivating on the song, even if he didn't necessarily stick to the theme of the song in terms of telling us how he compromises with people. Rema, again, substance, please. But it just sounded like Fireboy was setting up for Rema. And Rema came and stole the show. Timothy, another big jam. I like it. Very laid back. Very, just I'm chilling.
Yes,
I'm
banger.
Yeah,
banger jam.
Shin is saying that it has Olamide original over it. I feel like it's a bit of a throwback. I think it's like a mid 2000s, early Wizkid. Olamide too. I definitely hear the Olamide influence, but I like the song. I really like the song.
Yes, so Compromise was produced by Djaji Bamyy and Timothy by KLP.
What's the next track after that? Afro High.
Peru.
Okay, Peru. We know we don't need to talk about Peru again. Nothing new nothing new on that song. Hit song. I like the song.
Yeah, no, I was right. Afro High Life is by Djaji Bamyy.
Yeah. I like that song. I think that's this song and the next song I like the real highlights. I'm just going to say
keep your eyes on Djaji Bamyy. What he has been doing with Leah. Listen to that EP, Alari. The sound was really, dynamic, was really crazy, and you can hear what Djaji is all about also on Afro High Life.
I love this song. Very instrumental. It has a natural feel to it, a very rich feel.
I think it's the general fave.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I mean.
Someone in the house said that this song might not catch because this is not the type of song Nigerians like.
Not necessarily. I mean, when Adekunle Gold had his Afro Pop Volume 1 out, this sound was also, very high life hinged. And some songs that were not like typically the regular thing, like I mean something different, all of that, they actually found like really nice footing like in mainstream. Anyways, Afro High Life actually reminds me of the fact that even before I'd listened to this album, I was literally woken up. I woke up to like a message from like my best friend Yanni about how for him he doesn't want to say it's mid. My other brother also said something that he doesn't want to say mid, but it feels like Fireboy underperformed and like this was like an underwhelming, entry from Fireboy. So what do you think about that?
Funny that the best song on a pop album is a high life track. I just want to quickly run through Having Fun. Having Fun was produced by
and then you circle back Prime. To me, asking about
very, very, very upbeat, grateful reggae jam. I like that jam. So it reminds me a bit of Akon. We have some haters in the house, of course, as always.
I stand with Shino because I can't remember what I listened to on that song.
But he just said he's just having fun, just kind of experiencing life. I think tying
like a filler track in it.
Tying back to the earlier point Bamy made about, him trying to find himself, and kind of revel and enjoy himself on this project. Now, the grand, it's exciting. I feel like Shino is, just. I think I like the song. I'll say that. I like the song. I like
actually has booking. I don't find any bad thing to say about this album.
I like the reggae feel of it. Now, overall, looking at it as a complete project.
Okay, we don't need to talk about it. I remember Having Fun is the one that is like dance for this thing.
It sounds like Akon.
He applied himself like reggae, a different way.
Reggae. It sounds like Akon.
Yeah, he applied himself in a different way. Yeah, actually, I respect that. Yeah, the application was actually pretty good. It was. I like when you see like a different side to like an artist.
The hater is not saying much.
I actually I like Having Fun. Okay. But
time to be objective, right?
So starts on the album. What do you think in terms of Playboy?
Presenting, in terms of introspections, glory. I'm not going to indulge this hate. I think overall, right, in terms of like introspection, gaining understanding a new side to Fireboy, we didn't get that on this album.
Mm-hmm.
I think the songwriting could have been a lot better in certain parts. Like I said, that Adore You song, Compromise 2 was just a bit tacky even. There are spots on here that could have been a lot better. Right. There also, bright flashes. Like I said, I like Sofri. I think Ashawo is going to be a big jam. Afro High Life and Having Fun are great songs as well. Loads of hit singles. Overall, I think I'd give this.
Djaji fighting himself internally, no security too high, and looks
overall, I give this between a 6.5 to a 7.
Djaji Prime, are you sure?
It's a good album.
You can give it an 8 with your full chest too.
No. I think on my list would be an 8 and 8.5.
You don't say.
But this album is like a 7. I wasn't expecting anything grand from a pop star. I think now where
this Djaji Prime
our hits now where now